A business can grow fast, build a strong team, and still carry one dangerous weakness. Too much of its future can sit inside a handful of people. This week, I met an owner who manufactures toilet paper, hand towels, and other tissue-based products for businesses. His customers are cleaning companies, hospitals, factories, and suppliers that keep busy facilities running. The product looks simple. When it works, thousands of people move through those spaces without thinking about it. When it does not, someone runs out, a customer gets blamed, and the service contract is at risk. This business employs around 150 people. It's grown because it can make, hold, and deliver essential stock very quickly. But its next constraint is not inside the factory. It sits in the front end of the business. What stood out about this particular owner was his deep sense of responsibility. His father started the company after several failed attempts at building businesses. He joined young, but he was not handed the keys. He was then put through a long, low-paid apprenticeship by his father until he understood that a family business is not an inheritance. It is a responsibility. Then came the big wake-up call. The company lost the customer responsible for most of its revenue. His parents had invested everything. There was no pension and no easy way out. He realized that if he did not grow up fast, the family could lose everything. So they rebuilt around speed, service, and relationships. And it worked. The business grew, the team strengthened, and trusted salespeople built deep customer relationships. But solving their first problem created the next one. To understand where the problem lay, let's have a quick look at the business. Positioning is strong. They win by being dependable, business-to-business supplier as a partner. Delivery is strong. The operation can manufacture and move stock at pace. People are strong. The team is experienced, loyal, and trusted. Growth is where the strain appears. Too much depends on too few exceptional relationship-led sellers. And value is exposed because of how much those people win still sits in their heads, their habits, their nature, the way of their work. So the business has strong salespeople, but it does not have yet enough a strong sales system. And the principle is this: if growth depends on individual brilliance, the business becomes more fragile as it gets bigger. That is difficult for a responsible owner. He built trust by giving good people room to operate. Now he must add structure without making them feel controlled. To fix that, we had two real options. The first was to buy smaller competitors and gain access to their customers. The upside is speed. The risks are buying weak systems, incurring unwanted costs, and attracting customers who may not be loyal. The other option was to build a deliberate, outbound sales engine. And that means learning how the best sales team members identify prospects, open doors, build trust, and convert accounts, then using that method to add people and enter new markets. The upside is cleaner, more controlled growth. The risk is that it can take discipline, time, and a change in how the owner leads. But the trade-off is clear. Buy turnover quickly and inherit the mess, or build the capability properly and earn the growth structurally. Thankfully, we decided on the second, and to turn that decision into action, we took 3 actions. Document how the best sellers win to turn personal instinct into a repeatable sales method. Add carefully selected sales hunters to open new markets without weakening the culture, and build priority customer partnerships to create steadier demand and better planning. The deeper lesson is not that great people are a problem. Great people are a massive advantage. But when the business cannot explain how they create results, their strength becomes a dependency. So here's your challenge in your business. Choose one person whose performance materially affects your growth. Ask them to show you, step by step, how they do what they do. Then test whether another capable person could follow that method without starting from zero. If the answer is no, you do not yet own that capability. They do. Until next week, keep building And please do like, subscribe, and share this with anyone running a 20 to 200 person business.